Morning, everyone. Welcome to Compliance Over Coffee. Wanted to change the tack a little bit on Compliance Over Coffee for a little while going forward. And instead of us focusing on regulations and legislation and all of that stuff, I thought as it's summer, well, hopefully it's summer very soon, we'll start talking about some other stuff, some lighter weight stuff. Well, I think it's lighter weight stuff anyway. And I wanted to tell you this morning about, I've been on a mini course for 6 weeks, and it's about mastering your business, I guess, in a way that probably I'd never thought of before. And the guy that runs this is called Andrew Henderson. He lives very local to where Tony and I live. In fact, he lives on the housing estate that Tony and I used to live on. And he's been responsible for building businesses to many, many millions of pounds turnover and then them being sold, etc. So he's very experienced at looking at businesses. And his business now is to help businesses see where they currently are, where they'd like to be, and give them a roadmap for where they need to go. And I just wanted to share with you some of the stuff that I thought was key for me, and just show you little bits and pieces of some of the things that we've been doing. This is, if you like, the roadmap. And I know that a lot of courses that you go on tell you to set 10-year goals, 5-year goals and everything. I've been on tons of those. But the way that this is different than Andrew runs is the fact that, yes, you look at your 10-year goal because that's your ultimate, that's your mountain peak, if you like. That's the ultimate achievement. But then he pulls you back to 3-year, 2-year, 1 year, and then 90 days. And I wonder how many of us have actually looked at our business in that way, and not just looked at the 10-year goals, but looked at 3-year, 2-year, 1 year, and then drilled it down to 90 days. Not just what you want to achieve in those 90 days, but what you're going to do to achieve it. And also, we were looking at our ideal customers, if you like, as to what they looked like, where they were, how they behaved, what they thought, what their pain points were. And doing this has completely made me rethink about how we market our stuff and how I look at the people that I work with and everything else. And it's strange because I've tweaked marketing a little bit over the last 2 weeks, and we've had a lot more interaction and a lot more positivity from it. And I think from my perspective, I obviously have a police background, and we're legal, we're no fluff, straight down the line, straight facts, like a court case, not guilty plea court file. And I guess that was the facts that I was laying out in marketing, but I didn't put any emotion around it. Morning, Jamie, how are you doing? And so I think by pulling it back and actually adding a little bit of emotion to it, actually it resonates much more. And I just wonder how many of you have actually looked at your sourcing businesses, because now that I've done this for one of our companies, I can replicate what I've done across all of the other companies and have a look at them again. And I've given Andy a really, really good review on Google, and I will do it on Facebook as well. I'll probably do a recorded video for him, because he comes from a place that I feel that I come from when I'm trying to get you guys to be fully compliant and understand everything. I come from a place of the heart, wanting to give. And I hope you all feel that I give great value and that you get a lot of stuff, a lot of valuable stuff for free in our Facebook group. And that even for those of you that have attended courses and things, bought document packs, whatever it is that we've done together, that you've always felt that it's been great value and that I really overgive. I know I'm quite often, I think accused is the wrong word, but it's quite often stated that I give too much. From a business perspective, from a perspective of you bringing money in for the value that you give, I'm often told that I give far too much. But that's just me, and I would rather overgive for a lower price than undergive for a much higher price. So I've learned an awful lot on the course itself, and this is the program that we work into. It's called Your Success GPS, and Andrew calls himself your Sherpa guide, which I thought was quite cool, really. And it's been really, really good for 6 weeks. There's been 13 local companies. They all had to be in Lancashire on this course, and it was run by a place called Boost, which gets funding from the European Union, I think. So it's been absolutely great. And I just wanted to pass on to you that, yes, you can set 10-year goals. Yes, you can set 5-year goals. But if you don't bring it back down to 3, 2, 1, and then 90 days, but not just say what it is that you want to achieve, but how you're going to do it, and then write those down into key aspects and then implement it, it's not going to work. So I think from your sourcing business, yes, have a 10-year goal, have a 12-month goal. And a lot of people I speak to have 12-month goals of where they want to have left full-time work. Well, then work out how much money it is that you have to have at that time, how many clients you're going to have, how many deals you're going to do, and then work it back, quarterly, 90 days. You can even work it back into weekly, because we have a chart where we can add in what we're doing weekly for each of our goals that we've, each of our, if you like, monitorable goals that we've set. So it could be an increased number of clients, it could be an increased number of phone calls that you do, because to do a phone call, then you have to convert, etc. And it's just something that I found incredibly interesting, because marketing isn't my thing, and it's not something really that I would say that I enjoy, and copywriting certainly isn't what I enjoy. But this course has been absolutely great. So I thought that I would just share that with you this morning. And I thought going forward for a couple of weeks, we'll change the theme a little bit from compliance to some more general type of stuff. And I'll come up with some topics for you just to make you think a little bit more, and maybe in a different way, about your business. So that's it for this morning on Compliance Over Coffee. It's Thursday. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope the sun shines where you are, although our daughter said yesterday she thinks it might rain here over the weekend. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that it doesn't, and we can do some gardening. I'll be back with you next Tuesday and Thursday for more Compliance Over Coffee. In the meantime, have fun, stay safe. Bye for now.